I want to make sure Michigan's all over the map right now. There's a lot of confusion about Michigan. The Detroit News is reporting 88% of the precincts are in with unofficial results, and they're claiming that Biden just took the lead moments ago in Michigan. That's according to the Detroit News. The Associated Press is reporting Michigan has 94% in. Nobody really, I don't think anybody has 99%. For some reason, people are throwing around 99% in Michigan, and we don't see that anywhere. Associated Press says 94%. Fox News says 94%. This is in real time, and the Detroit News is claiming 88%. It's close. It's tight, and it's anybody's guess. 800-655-Mike. Let's talk to Shelley in Michigan. Hey, Shelley, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good. What are you thinking about your state?
I still think he can pull this out. He won last time by about 10,000 votes. There's still a lot of absentee ballots that they're counting today. They said they'll be done by tonight. I'm positive. I don't know one person that voted for Biden, not one. Even some of my staunch Democrat friends, switched to Trump. So all I can tell people is pray, pray, pray that this comes out for Trump, because I'm not ready for a Biden presidency.
No, none of us are, and we pray that won't happen. But the good news is he won't have the tools to do the court packing if he were to win. If somehow he pulls it out and he limps across the finish line, he doesn't pack the court. He has a feisty, loyal opposition in the United States Senate. There won't be a blank check to destroy this country. That was what kept me up at night. I never said that out loud. I didn't want to say it. Had a lot of reason for some cautious optimism, and I still do. But of course, what kept me up at night, and how can you not be impacted if you consume the media? They were insisting there was a real good chance for a big blue wave. A big, big blue tsunami. People were going to reject Trump. Guess what? Americans didn't reject Trump. Hispanics don't like him at all. Guess what? Big Hispanic turnout, particularly in Miami-Dade. Florida, here in Florida, my gosh, it was a thumping. Way to go, Mike Bloomberg. How's your $100 million investment in defeating the president in Florida going for you? Big, big win for the president. When they called Florida early, I thought, all right, game on. Is looking good. Looking pretty good. 800-655-Mike. John's in the state of Pennsylvania. All eyes also on Pennsylvania right now. The latest we have, again, they've got 20 electoral votes, but only 64% of the vote is in that we have right now, and Trump in a comfortable lead. Hey, John, what do you think about your state?
Hey, Mike.
Hey.
Trump is going to take it. I went out and voted. Everybody that was out voting in person was voting for Trump. Not only did we vote for Trump, I'm also a mail carrier for the United States Postal Service, and I picked up maybe 20 mail-in ballots out of about 400 houses. So Why will they not call Pennsylvania yet?
Well, they're not going to. Why wouldn't Fox even call Florida last night? The media was in such bad shape last night, and they they were shocked. There's Donna Brazil just shocked on Fox News. CNN, they were tearful. It's practically in tears. Van Jones, remember Van Jones, who came apart on TV 4 years ago? We just saw a white lash. Those despicable comments. And hey, maybe he's a nice guy. He was in a lot of pain again last night on CNN. Van Jones, cut 8. He was in a lot of pain last night on CNN. I say.
I think a lot of Democrats are hurt tonight. I think there's a lot of hurt out there. There's a moral victory and there's a political victory. They're not the same thing. The political victory still may come. But I think for people who saw babies being snatched away from their mothers at the border, for people who are sending their kids into schools where the N-word is now being used against them, for people who have seen this wave of intolerance, they wanted a moral victory tonight. We wanted to see a repudiation of this direction for the country. And the fact that it's this close, I think, it hurts. It just hurts.
And of course, the Van Joneses of the world have no idea how much it hurts for a Republican to be told that you represent the N-word being hurled at black kids and babies snatched from their mamas. They don't even think about that. It's all in their bubble. The left, it's just all about their feelings and nobody else's. No decent person wants a child called the N-word. No decent person wants children snatched from their mothers. That tired old canard. Hey, guess what? Go look up the cages that the Obama administration constructed, Van Jones. Go ahead and try to defend that. Guess what? Pathetic. But that's where they are today. That's why you should feel good. Don't equivocate here. Don't even feel like there's a need to wonder how good it should feel for America. They lost in many ways. Hundreds of millions of dollars, the money they poured into these races. They were so confident they were gonna topple Mitch McConnell because how dare he be so effective with the Supreme Court. They were so sure that Hager was going to beat John Cornyn in Texas. They were so sure Susan Collins was going down. They were so sure the Democrat Mo Davis was going to win in North Carolina's 11th district. Nope. They were so sure that Barbara Bollier in Kansas was going to beat Roger Marshall. Nope. Representative Roger Marshall, big win there. I mean, it was a big night. Still is. 800-655-Mike. Dave's also in Michigan here in the ReliefFactor.com studios. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Mike. Listen, yesterday morning, an hour before the polls opened, there had to be at least 150 people standing in line. Everybody had their MAGA hats on. Everybody was talking. We were all Trump supporters. Going up and down the street in the different districts that I have to drive through, how the turnout cannot be in Trump's favor is beyond me, because I live in the Macomb County, and it was nothing but Trump signs. And you're right. Listening to Fox News last night, I actually turned it off because I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Well, I mean, it was, in many ways, it was a night of, I was just disappointed. I spent a lot of time there. I used to work there until I chose not to 4 or 5 years ago. I kind of saw what direction things were going and didn't want to do it anymore. I wanted to focus on my radio show. A lot of my colleagues, they'd run over their own mother for 3 minutes on TV. And I've been there, don't care to do it anymore. And I'm glad I wasn't there last night. I'm glad I didn't have anything to do with the TV network coverage. I'm told One American News did a great job, and I kick myself because I keep forgetting how much people love One American News Network. Here was pollster Frank Luntz, because once again, all the polls, what poll except for the guy out of Georgia, Trafalgar Group, all the polls said there was going to be a big blue wave last night. And Frank Luntz, he said it. He told Brett Baer just about a week and a half ago the following.
You know, I saw, Frank, another interview that you did, and you said that if the pollsters get it wrong this time, that it could be the end of that industry. Tell me about that.
Well, I hate to acknowledge it because that's my industry, at least partially, but the public will have no faith, no confidence. Right now, the biggest issue is a trust deficit, and pollsters did not do a good job in 2016. So if Donald Trump surprises people, if Joe Biden's got a 5 or 6 point lead and then Donald Trump wins, my profession is done. It's finished, because nobody will ever trust. You can make a mistake once, Brett. You cannot make it again.
Ouch. Narrator voice. Trump surprised the pollsters again. Narrator voice. Americans shocked the world again. Narrator voice. There was no blue wave. Narrator voice. We picked up seats in the House. Narrator voice. We held the Senate. It was just a bad night for the Democratic Party.